The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 60 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Bullock good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Finding Walker complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Brady again. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, They'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, Brady. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady going to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Brady to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone since the field judge it's ruled incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Brady. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll send Brown in motion right. They begin with Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Henry.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Henry up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the penalty, it's Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
43.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Over the middle, complete. It's Walker.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Bettis.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's caught. Touchdown. Delaney Walker. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Mounties put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown. 27 yards.
And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Hey,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Javon Curse able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On play action, now Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down in the end zone. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your time?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So after the INT, it's Brady.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play that time for the Titans. 62 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Mahomes will throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but
Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll start here with Jackson, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And a good welcome for a guy who had some great years as a 49er, Andy Leon, to kick it away. Back deep, a South Bay local from nearby Woodside, Julian Edelman. It's taken to the 26. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On second and 12, Brady buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Brady. Steps away to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Yellow. 15.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run again with Jackson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and some space here. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw it in...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Kittle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Yellow. Come on, baby.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by LT, the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Mahomes now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finding Walker, complete. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Slot man moves right. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julian Edelman as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ted Hendricks. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They run on first down with Jackson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In motion right is Hopkins.
At the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes rolling to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Stiff-armed him. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get... They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cooper Kupp taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Mounties are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Mounties 17, 49ers 7.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Hey, 43, 15.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 48 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Brady going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Mahomes. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Completes to Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run for it with Bo. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hello.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. Bullock good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Going up top for Cup, and it's incomplete. So